Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is Alex here with AB Fitness, and I will be driving again. Let's make this a new series, right? Let's call these Random Mondays, even though this is a Saturday, but I'm going to be uploading this on a Monday, so it kind of makes sense.
I know it's gonna hurt, but you're worth fighting for.
So, just a quick kind of backstory to this. Obviously, I always wanted to, make videos in my car and all that kind of stuff because it's a lot more of a chilled atmosphere. I can listen to music while I'm driving. So what's going to be happening is every Saturday or Sunday or whatever, I'll record a random Monday video, and it will then be uploaded, obviously, on a Monday. Now, I want to make these videos as more of an add-on to what I'd normally do. So what I'd normally do won't stop happening. I'll still be recording and uploading videos on Mondays. Hopefully, with these coming in, hopefully I'll be able to do 2 videos per week. Hopefully not sacrificing the quality of each other. But today's topic is going to be BMI, and what is BMI to start off with? Well, BMI is a measurement that they take normally within the NHS. Those of you who are in America will be within your hospitals and all that kind of stuff. NHS is our kind of healthcare service, but they'll take it there to see how healthy you are. Okay, so it's basically a health. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a health test almost. And what it does is it takes your height and weight into consideration. It divides your weight, I believe, or your height, but it divides one by the other, and then it divides the result of that by one of them again. So I believe it does your weight in kilos, so it divides your height in centimeters by your weight in kilos. Then when that happens, it redoes that. I think. I might be wrong. I probably am. I'll put up the calculation up here somewhere. So that's what that does, and a lot of people are questioning it and are saying, is it accurate? Is it not accurate? Should you really refer to it when measuring a healthy individual? And I'll give you both sides of the argument. Okay, we're going to be rating this on 3 points. We're going to be rating it on accuracy, validity, and applicability. So, accuracy of it is obvious. Validity will be how valid is a test between different people, and the third one will be to how many people you can apply it. So, can you apply it to everyone? Can you apply it to general population? Or can you only apply it to a few people? So let's start with applicability. So applicability, you can apply it to everyone. Anyone who's a living human being, you can apply it to anyone, no matter their size, height, whatever. You can do it to anyone, and it will spit out a number. Now, whether that number's accurate or not, we'll discuss later on. So, applicability, a 5 out of 5, okay? 5 out of 5, 100%. Now, accuracy and validity. So, accuracy is not that good. It's not that great. It is a relatively low scoring. I'll give it a 2 out of 5, mainly because you can't, it's from the general population, okay? It's not going to be accurate with everyone. It's, as we'll see in the validity soon, it's not going to be accurate with most of them. So, let's say you've got John, who is 100 kilos, and is 5'10". So, John's the average Joe. He's a pretty chilled guy. There's nothing wrong with him. He's not obese. He's not. He's actually relatively fit. He's got quite a bit of muscle mass. So as you can see, John over here, his BMI is this. Now, Dave, on the other hand, he binge watches, he binge drinks, basically eats a lot of shit, and is still 5'10" and weighs 100 kilos. As you can see, Dave and John are the exact same BMI, but out of looking at both of them, which one would you say is healthier? You'd probably go with John, who is a little bit more muscular, a little bit, you know, more toned, whereas Dave, on the other hand, who binge drinks, binge watches TV series and never goes to the gym, he's the same BMI as John, but he doesn't really look the same as John. The science behind the validity of the test is because it doesn't take into consideration how much muscle mass the individual has got, and it only takes into account the weight, which is obviously you've got weight that could be contributed due to bone density, due to water weight, you could have it due to fat percentage, you could have it due to muscle percentage. There's a hell of a lot of variables to why weight would change. So John here, as you can see, as I said, he's got most of his body mass, his body weight from muscle mass. Whereas Dave, on the other hand, got it mainly from fat and, you know, whatever else is in Dave, probably crisps. But nonetheless, they've got the same exact BMI. So going back to the validity, what do I give this test? So validity, I give it, I'm sorry, but I'm going to give it a 2 as well. Because although it may be accurate to the average Joe, who, you know, may attend the gym, you know, might not watch what he eats, and just, it can depend on the individual. So I'm going to give it a 2, maximum 2.5. I'd say 2, yeah, no, let's give it a 2.5, minimum 2, maximum 3. Because I don't want it to get any more than 3, because it is not a good test, and I'm going to put my hand up to it. Now let's see what the advantages of it are. Okay, we've listed the disadvantages, now let's see what the advantages are. As I said earlier on, it is very good in terms of the average Joe. You know, it's simple. You don't need any science behind it, so it's literally just a couple of calculations. You can chuck them into a calculator, it'll spit out the number. And then there's a healthy to non-healthy scale. BMI, bottom line, what is it? Good or bad? The overall that I would give it is a 3. I would give it a 3 overall, because obviously, as I said, it's got 2.5 in one category, which is validity, 2 in the other category, which is accuracy, and a 5 in terms of applicability. So you can use it on everyone, it won't exactly be accurate on everyone, and the validity of it is pretty damn low. Now, so obviously, having said that, the BMI I think is actually a good test for the average Joe, but I do not think it is any good for someone who, as I've said countless of times in this video, has got more muscle mass and is, you know, relatively more fit. However, I will say this, it is really good to use for the average person, for, you know, the NHS. I think it's can't really slack it because I don't have any better ideas, but obviously a good way to replace this would have been using body fat percentage, calipers or scales or something like that, you know, because it is. And there's a guy here with a tiny penis and a big exhaust. You know, as I said, just get a pair of, you know, scales, body weights, fat percentage scales, and I believe they should pretty much do the job. They are really good. I've got one myself. I'll leave a link to those down in the description, because I know that they are quite popular as well. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, drop it a like. I'll catch all of you guys in my next video. I hope you've enjoyed. Have a good day. I'll see you all later.